Hi again, Professor Dawn and my classmates. This video will be regarding Chapter 3, which is the self and perception. It's funny, we actually talked about this at church a few weeks ago about the way that we perceive things. It has a lot to do with the way that we move forward in our lives. So I thought this chapter was really cool to read about. So the first question, well, not really a question, we had a table that we had to address. So this will be regarding the table that we had to put our comments on. So the first incident is you've extended an invitation to a classmate to be a Facebook friend, but you have heard nothing back. The first thing that I would perceive is maybe they haven't checked Facebook. I wouldn't read too much into it. As maybe my personal opinion, it's social media, to be honest with you, and social media is something that's not that big of a deal to me. If I had to clarify what I thought it meant, I would literally probably just assume they forgot. So it wouldn't be that big of a deal to me personally. If it is an incident, maybe I felt like it was someone that it was a big deal, then maybe I would just ask them like, hey, I sent you a Facebook friend request. Did you happen to see it? But I guess it just depends on how much you care about a Facebook response to a request. The second question is your manager at work seems to be spending more time with other coworkers and spends very little time with you. How would you go about your impression, the impression that you're making? Initially I would feel like maybe my body language is communicating that I don't want to talk, which I would try to adjust, and then if it continues, I would then address him and say, hey, is there something that I'm doing? Is there something that I could work on? I feel like there's a lack of communication between the two of us, and I'd like that to change. The third question is a person you've been dating for several months and they stopped basically talking with you. My feelings would be very hurt, but I would communicate and say, hey babe, what's going on? We haven't been dating. Are you losing interest? If so, let's talk about it. And if it's something that you don't want to do anymore, then let's just move on. But communicating is better than leaving people in the dark. So hope those answer those questions. Thank you again, Professor Dawn, and have a great evening.